Is this thing on? Yes, it is. Right. Something completely different. Dead Secret, which apparently is quite short. I haven't played this at all, so we'll see what we get.
Harris Bullard was found dead in his study 5 days ago. Nobody believes me, but I think he was murdered. This house in the middle of nowhere holds the secret. There's a story hiding here, and I'm going to cover it. If I'm right, there are 4 major suspects: Graham Wellington, Josie Herrera, Cynthia Peckman, Bobby Sawyer. I'm not leaving until I find out what happened.
Right. So we're in the building. How do I actually move? That looks down and up. How do I go forwards? Ah, it's point and click. Okay. Okay. Alright, in and out, easy. Just have to find some evidence and get out of here. That takes me back out again. That tells me what I've got to do. Nothing at all at the moment. So, reclusive professor found dead at home. Harris Bullard, a retired college teacher, was found dead in his home Monday. The body was discovered by Bobby Sawyer, who worked part-time for Bullard running odd jobs. A police investigation has concluded that Bullard died of natural causes. He was 63. Bullard moved into his home on Rampo Way several years ago, but was rarely seen about town. He was a private and reclusive man who seemed to have few friends. Bullard raised eyebrows last year when a former student, a pretty young woman named Josie Herrera, moved in with him. Bullard's will, written in 1957, leaves his entire estate to his ex-wife, Cynthia Peckman. Peckman will reportedly sell the house and its contents immediately. Harris was a genius in his discipline, said Graham Wellington, a former colleague. The field of neuroscience is considerably poorer without him. Okay, so we have the newspaper report. And then we have some straightforward information. Retired recluse found dead in his study. Police ruled death natural. Bobby Sawyer ran errands for Bullard, found the body. Josie Herrera was Bullard's live-in assistant. Cynthia Peckman, ex-wife, inheritor of Bullard's estate. Graham Wellington, former colleague. So, what's the parcel? A small parcel tied tightly with twine. I can't open it with my bare hands. Right, so I've got to find a pair of scissors or something, I suppose. An old piano, it's blocking the way. I can't lift this stuff with one arm, even using the hand truck. Yes, of course, I've broken an arm, haven't I? They sure aren't wasting any time selling off Bullard's stuff. I can't leave yet, there's a story here. I know, okay, that's the door. That's the way out. What's through this door? Wait, this isn't the crime. I need to investigate the study. Okay, so we have to go this way. But it's locked. Okay. Of course it's locked. Are there... Can we get in the drawers? Yes, we can. Nothing in that one. This drawer is missing its knob. I can't open it. Ah, a key. Small key. Right, fine. Investigate the crime scene. That presumably is the key to this door. The small key unlocked the door. Wonderful. So can we now go in? We can. So that's where it was found, right in the middle of the room. What have we got on the bookshelf? These books are by the same author, Lafcadio Hearn. It looks like one's missing. So where would the missing book be? Oh, there's a bit of paper under that seat. We'll have a look at that in a minute. The Snow Woman, adapted from an original translation by Lafcadio Hearn. An old man and his son climbed a mountain to collect firewood. It began to snow heavily, and unable to make it back home, they decided to pass the night in a small hut. In the middle of the night, the young man awoke to see that the door had blown open. A tall woman with long hair and a white kimono was leaning over his father, blowing her breath upon him. When she saw that the son was awake, she said, "You are a handsome young man, so I will let you live. But if you ever speak of this to anyone, your life shall be forfeit." Fine. Oh, there's more. In the morning, the young man found his father frozen and dead. He climbed down the mountain alone and never spoke of the episode. A year later, he met and married a young, beautiful girl. They had children together and were happy. But the night of his father's death still weighed heavily on his mind. One night, after having a bit too much to drink, the man told his wife about his encounter with the snow woman. She was furious. "You promised not to tell," she screamed, and before his eyes she became the tall woman with long black hair and a white kimono. This is a fairy tale. "If it were not for our 4 children, I would end your life here and now. I will spare you for their sake, but if anything ever happens to them, you shall pay the price." And with that, she melted into the wind and was gone. Okay, so he's been translating that book by the looks of things. Yeah, all the rest just say the same thing. Okay, so what do we got over here? Issues of the Journal of Physiology and a bunch of medical books with names I can't pronounce. A quantitative description of membrane current and its application to construction and excitation in nerve by Hodgkin and Huxley. Right, okay, that's a map of the world. That's just a globe. Anything on it? No, nothing at all. Clay statue with a weird face. There must be more to it than that. Never seen a map laid out like this. It's a spot marked with an X on it. Right, okay. Which is where? Japan, Korea, somewhere like that, by the looks of things. That's obviously where the body was found. "Joe, something is after me. It's creeping around the house, trying to get in. I'm sure of it. I heard footsteps outside and creaking on the roof. It's not safe here. I've taken the ideofocal lenses, whatever they are, from their normal location and hidden them in my study. I've sent you a package that you'll know what to do with. Check the map for the mask. As usual, X marks the spot. Harris. P.S. The sequence is west, east, north." Well, I'd hid something in this room. Very suspicious. This will be a great hook for my opening paragraph. Something's typed out here, but the paper is so far into the feed that I can't pull it out. So I can't actually read that yet. The telephone's not working. There's a note with a foreign symbol on it. Underneath it reads north. Now, what was it? Investigate the crime scene. Okay. All documents are in there. Notes to Joe, 1 of 3. Newspaper clearings. Miscellaneous. That's the snow woman. Coroner's report. That's it. No, I didn't want to do that. Carry on. Where would it be? Notes to Joe. West, east, north. So that says north on it. All sorts of books of various things, nothing particularly interesting, they're all the same. Bullard had some pretty advanced degrees. This one is from the University of Chicago, 1935. Boy, I'd love to visit Chicago. Okay. Kind of feels like they are looking at me. What did they see? Yes, they do look Japanese, actually. Weird looking mask. Let's go back over to here and see if we can find out what this bit of paper is. There's a page from a manuscript here. The man who could see with his skin. Looks like another fairy tale. In 1926, I met a man who could see with his skin. His eyes were sealed with wax and bandaged, yet he remained aware of the room around him. We held up signs which he read and fingers which he counted, even when we stood behind him. After the performance, I gave him $200 for the secret. He explained that he could see as long as some part of his skin remained exposed to the air. He described it as a shift in the wind or a slight breeze on his face, a subtle motion of the hair on his arm. After years of focus and practice, he had developed the ability to form a mental image of his surroundings based only on these slight sensations. This man had achieved a form of idea focus. Granted, he only had access to a very narrow range of sensory information, but the result was powerful. I immediately resolved to discover the secret of his ability. Now, almost 4 decades later, I am very close. There's a newspaper clipping here. It reads, Eyeless Joe found dead in hotel. Weird. Anything under the others? Nope. What have we got in here? That's a record player with no record inside. That's a door that opens and shuts. Ah! A book with something inside it. What's this? It looks like a tiny camera lens. So that'll be the focus. Nothing in that. Loads and loads of books. Again. It's another diploma. Yeah, there's another one. So I've got 2 of those lenses now. Nothing in that drawer. Shut it again. Another bit of paper. Ooh. Harris Bullard, I am woodcutter. Your past has caught up with you. It is over. What's this? Who is woodcutter? Indeed. Whoever woodcutter is, he's been threatening Bullard, and a pair of scissors. Use these to open package in the other room. Just the television that I haven't actually had a look at. Doesn't turn on, guess it's broken. Okay. Does the lamp do anything? No. Pictures? No. Picture of a woman. She's wearing a white kimono and standing in the snow. So that's a picture of the story. What's this one? Something about this painting makes me uncomfortable. It's very bleak. So that's it in here. Let's go out this door and open the package. Ah! God. Ooh. Right, okay. Okay, it's going to be doing that, is it? So we want the scissors. We need to open that. It's a book. There's a surprise. It's no book. It says Quaidon on the cover, whatever that means. The author is Lafcadio Hearn. Okay. Can we actually have a look at it? No, we can't. Right, okay, that's told me nothing at all. So, Japanese woman appeared behind me in the mirror, and there's what looked like snow falling, and all of that on the door is in Japanese as well. And now the television's on. Right, okay. That's weird. I could have sworn the TV was off before. Doesn't turn on. Guess it's broken. Who's turning the fucking television on? This door is locked from the other side. There's no keyhole. Right, that's where he was found. Let's try the other door then. Because we can't go that way for all the stuff. Need to investigate this. So there's something else in here that I haven't found. Then... It's only September, but today is cold and dark. Fall is here, I guess. Just a regular lamp. One of them appears to be missing. Why are you so surprised, little guy? So where's the other one? Oh, hang on. Is there now something else here? No, that's just the cover of the book. Let's shut all the doors again. Record player's empty. So what? Ah. Nope, just a regular. Okay. So what? Oh, hang on. Put the other book back. I can't push the book all the way back. Feels like it's hitting something. Something jammed way back there. A flat triangular wedge. There's some sort of foreign writing on it. Well, where's that going to fit? No, not in there. So that must fit in something. Pull the chair out? No, we can't. Nothing in the drawer. No, nothing in the drawer. Pull that one. Pull that one. Pull that one. Oh, hang on. X marks the spot. There. Aha! It's a small box. Let's get a better look at it on the desk. So we put it on the desk and have a look. One of the buttons is missing. Oh, we've now got that. Okay. So where's the other wedge? There. That goes into that. Then we look at it. If that's north, which it looks like it is. What now? What was the order that it needed to be? Research documents? No, that's the man you can see with his skin again. Come out. Come out. Notes to Joe, wasn't it? West, east, north. So, looking at that symbol, that looks like it corresponds to that. So if that's north, we want to go west, east, north. Ooh! I see it. The lenses fit into the mask's eye sockets. It's like a weird pair of goggles. Okay, so we've sorted the mask out. Ooh. So we can now see through the mask. And what's... Oh, hello. Goodbye. Right. Okay, there's something on this picture. There's a page taped to the back. Josie, if you're reading this note, then something must have happened to me. I may be dead or missing. If so, you're the only person who can save our research. The truth is that I'm being threatened. It started before I left the cottage. I get notes every few months from somebody calling himself Woodcutter. What he wants is access to our research. He wants me to turn over our plans for the lunar dream apparatus. What the fuck is a lunar dream apparatus? Josie, my life is in danger. Woodcutter knows things, secret things about my past that nobody should know. I'll not yield to simple blackmail, but lately the threats have escalated. I'm sure that I'm being watched at the house. I sometimes hear things on the other side of the wall. Yesterday, with the mask on, I thought I saw somebody reaching for me. It's a warning from my subconscious. I am no longer safe here. I've locked our research away in the safe upstairs. I want you to retrieve it and leave. Destroy everything before you go. Burn the house down if you have to. Just get the research and get out of here. Head for a big city where it's easy to hide. I'm counting on you, Joe. Don't let our work fall into their hands. Harris. So Harris Bullard was blackmailed by Woodcutter. Woodcutter is now the primary suspect. Josie Herrera ordered by Bullard to destroy their research and split. I knew there was more to this story. Whatever Bullard was mixed up in, I bet there's evidence in that safe. So we've investigated the crime scene. Now we need to find out who Woodcutter is, and we need to open the safe upstairs. So is that everything we can do in this room? Looks like it. My hunch was right. Bullard's death is definitely fishy. Better stop and review my notes. I can hear somebody trying to get in the windows. So, I've got to work out, I've got to remember now. Bobby Sawyer. Yes. Next, Bobby ran odd jobs for Bullard. Could he have done it? He certainly had the opportunity. Bullard was scared. He worried about losing his secret research. This is a quiz to make sure I know what I'm doing. Which I don't. Blackmail. I knew this would be a scoop. Somebody wanted Bullard's research. He must have been killed for it. Bullard was being blackmailed by Woodcutter. Now what's that supposed to mean? This is the kind of juicy detail I came here to find. Okay, to sell this... It's just the wind. It's just the wind. Okay, to sell this story I need some real evidence. Let's go check out that safe upstairs. So, what have we going to be got in here? Right, so we can go upstairs. Yeah, keep going. I was going to look at the picture first, but never mind. Okay, let's go left. So, a bedroom, and under the bed is another bit of paper. What do we have here? Dear Diary. Does anybody actually start a diary with Dear Diary? Today is an anniversary. It was 5 years ago today that I found Dad's name on an old research paper at the U of C. He had written it in 1933, 8 years before I was born. I didn't know he had gone to college. I had never really thought about his life. He was just a name on my birth certificate. Dad ran out on Mama after the war. He had gone off to fight and just never came back. When he stopped writing, Mama thought he had been killed. I remember her crying at the kitchen table. The war ended, life went on. Mama died without ever finding out what had happened to him. I used to hate him, hated the idea of him, hated my brother a little bit too. I figured Dad was just a deadbeat who ditched Mama because he didn't want a kid. But when I found his name in the library, something changed. I couldn't stop thinking about him. Deadbeat dads don't study physics, do they? What is he doing now? What does he look like? Is he married to somebody else? I traced him here to Kansas, but finding him is taking longer than I had expected. So, Josie Herrera came to Kansas to look for her father. Let's have a look at the newspaper. Da Nang, Southwest Nam. A Medal of Honor winner from Kansas said today the helicopter may win the war in South Vietnam. Marine Major Douglas Big Tom Thompson, 39, of Fortuna, won the nation's highest military award during World War II, manning a bazooka in something in Japanese, Iwo Jima. Major Thompson is attached to the Marine Helicopter Squadron operating along the coast and northern border of South Vietnam. Thompson's father lives in Wichita, KS. Presumably that's Kansas. I don't know my way around the United States. As a leatherneck, Thompson destroyed 16 Japanese strongpoints and killed 75 Japanese on Iwo Jima in 1945. He is the only Medal of Honor winner currently serving in Vietnam. The most effective weapon the Viet Cong use is terror, the big pipe-smoking Marine said. The most effective one against them is the helicopter. Okay. What's in the cupboard? Not much of interest. An empty box and some coat hangers. Fine. Oh, hang on. Doesn't seem to be a lot in the wardrobe. Fine. Shut doors then. There's still all these little spots of light floating about. Oh, let's look in the mirror, see what we can see behind us. Press X or tab to quick goggles. Okay, X. No, that doesn't work. Tab. Equip the goggles and let's have a look. So who's sitting in here? Somebody in a mask pointing at this chest. What's the palm print?
It might say reporter on my desk, but I spend most of my time at the Standard making coffee for my editor. I'm tired of writing the gossip column. This story is my shot at the big leagues. When I prove that Bullard was murdered, all the big papers will come calling. I'll finally escape this backwater town. This is it. The chance I've been waiting for.
Oh, and it's now gone. There's still got all these bits of thing floating about. So, what's in the chest? Something is holding the lid closed. There's a small dial mounted on the front. Yes, I have no idea how to open it. Right, okay. So there must be something somewhere. Just a lamp. There must be something somewhere that opens that. Must be Josie Herrera's room. Yes, we've established that. Nothing in there. Another bit of paper. Bobby, here is your latest chapter all typed up. I think this story is becoming very interesting, and I'm sure you can get it published. I hope you don't mind, but I made a few edits and inserted a few details here and there. I'm looking forward to your next chapter. Joe. The Crystal Cave by Bobby Sawyer, Chapter 3. Have we got to read all this now? The man had been dead for hours when they found him. He had crawled halfway up Sarah Johnson's porch steps before coming to rest just outside the door, his feet dangling off the edge like spaghetti that somebody had cooked too long. Old Sarah just about keeled over when she saw him. The man was inked. Weird lines crisscrossed every inch of his skin like Indian war paint. Even his eyelids were marked. The tattoos made him look like some African shaman out of National Geographic, except that he was white and was wearing work overalls 2 sizes too big. Jimmy, the only cop on duty at 6 in the morning, thought maybe the man had escaped from a chain gang. Jimmy was never the sharpest tool in the shed. Detective Henderson, though, he's as smart as a whip. He had photos taken of the body, all naked and everything. He put the pictures up on his wall at the little station in the middle of town and started moving them around, turning them this way and that until the tattoo edges started to line up. Took him 3 days, but he put it together just like a jigsaw puzzle, until the thick lines all connected to the thin lines and the overall shape became clear. Would you believe it? It was a map. When the coroner cut the man open, he found his insides were all twisted into the same map, and when they sawed into the man's bone, they found the map there too, etched into the narrow like rings on a tree stump, into the marrow like rings on a tree stump. Well, that's how we first found our way to the cave. So Bobby Sawyer's an aspiring writer, and Josie's helping him. Yeah, it's still saying it must be her room. Crow outside the window. can't get into there yet. Unless I'm just not seeing something. Small dial mounted on the front. I can't get into that. I have to come back if we find something that makes more sense. Let's just put the mask back on. Yeah, he's pointing into it. Let's go over to it and then put the mask on, so we can actually see, hopefully, what he's doing. Can we see exactly what he's doing? No, we can't see him at all now. Okay. Let's go the other way then. Can we have a look at the picture now? No, we can't. What have we got in the other bedroom? Lamp on the floor. Pieces of a torn up photo. So now I've got to put this back together like a jigsaw puzzle. Right, so who are these two then? Yep. Yes, I want them actually together. Right, there we go. It's an old photo of two men on a ship. James Lowry and Harris Bullard, USS Essex, 1943. Let's put the goggles back on and see what sort of mysterious people there are in here. Nobody. Oh, hang on. Righto, so why are you hanging up there? Well, there's the safe. Here's the safe, but it's locked. Yes, of course it's locked. Find the safe combination. Yes. Can we go over to the window and pick up this bit of paper? H. Bullard, Daily Log, November the 2nd, 1964. We did a test run of the ideofocal lenses today. At first we did not know how to interpret the results, but now I believe they are working better than we had anticipated. Instead of an unfiltered stream of sensory information, what we are seeing is subconscious memory. The lenses distort in response to visual stimuli that the wearer has some knowledge of. They see what my conscious mind cannot. Josie proposed that what we are really doing is mining dreams. Dreams are, after all, a form of idiofocus, a time when the subconscious comes forward and shows us truths that we might not otherwise recognize. What we are striving for is unrestricted access to dream thought. As a control mnemonic, the mask works pretty well. I could tell that Josie was dubious at first, but now she understands. Subconscious thought is potentially dangerous to the subject. We will need a physical object to enable the mind to compartmentalize, providing the wearer with some degree of cognitive protection. A permanent augmentation will require a much larger apparatus. We will need some other kind of focus mnemonic to help the brain control the deluge of dream information it will receive. Something large and ubiquitous. The moon, perhaps. The lenses in this weird mask. Dream thought? The moon? This room is like a tomb. The air is so stale I can barely breathe. Open the window? No. Bullard's bed. Everything is boxed up, ready to move out. So there's a bit of paper on that box, wasn't there? Oh, again. Harris Bullard. I am woodcutter. I know your secret. James Lowry sends his regards. This woodcutter character is my prime suspect. I bet his blackmail scheme went south, so he killed Bullard. Don't think somehow it's going to be that simple. Everything in the drawers has been packed up already. Okay. Have a look in this drawer then. Yes, everything's still been emptied. The lamp's been knocked over, yet it's still plugged in. Someone knocked over this lamp. What's this on the floor? Here. It's a plate with a circular dial. Aha. another hand.
Bill told me to cover Bullard's death, but he's just looking for gossip about the young assistant. But I took it seriously, did the research, followed every lead, like a real journalist would. It paid off. I found something everybody else missed. A note, a half-thought, scribbled in the margins of the coroner's draft report. It read, "Hypothermia in summer?"
So the coroner thinks there's something else going on. Fireplace is still full of logs. Anything in the bucket? No. Pile of wood. Anything in the chair? Bullard must have enjoyed reading in front of a fire. Okay. So if we go back over here, does this dial work with the safe, or is it with that? Yeah, there's no way I can open this safe without the combination. I'll have to come back later. Right, okay. And then with the mask on, there's him on the wall. Okay. Let's get out this room. Go back across the hallway into the other bedroom. Have a look in the mirror just to make sure. No, we're fine. Nothing else here. But does this thing then fit? This dial, does it fit into there? Yeah, it's a small dial mounted on the front. Let's see. Does this go in here? Looks like it might. Yes. Oh, right. So we've got to. Line everything up. Oh, we've got to line it all up with the middle, have we? That way. There we go. Right, what have we got here? What are you? A small wooden knob. That'll be the knob to the drawer we couldn't open downstairs. That it? Looks like Joseph's stuff. Linens, books. Yeah, that's all there is here. Right. Oop, no. Back downstairs then. Do we should walk a bit quicker? This journalist. Ah! Who is that? Whoa! Ooh. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Right, okay. So don't go back down the stairs. She's still coming. Chair. Hide behind the chair. No, she's still here. So it's not that. Oh. Fuck. Right. See, I need to go down the stairs, so how do I... Can you get in the wardrobe? I wonder if you can get in the wardrobe. Come back into the room. Get back in the room. Wardrobe. It's hiding in the wardrobe. Shit. Oh, God. Oh. Right, okay. Where else can we go? Nothing else in that room. So it's still coming, this window. The window. Out the window. Oh, hang on. Wander around in the snow. So, where the fuck are we going now? Let's wander this way. Wandering off into the snow is probably not a good idea. No, that just brought us straight back to there. Something over there. Just going back to the same place every time. This looks familiar. Am I going in circles? Yes. I'm going in circles. Yes, I'm going in circles. I know I'm going in circles. So what's this? This feels like the right way. Nope. Not that way. That way. So we've now got 3 stones. Keep going straight on towards the light. Towards the light. That must be the that must be the house. What is going on here? Yeah, good fucking question. Okay. Alright, down the long, dark, creepy corridor. It appears to be made of cardboard. Oh. Who are you and what do you want with me? I can't do anything with you. Back where we started. The man in the raincoat, was that woodcutter? This axe is deep in the ground. It's so deep in the ground that I can't get it out with one arm. So do we go back into the house? I'm not leaving until I figure out what's going on. Can we go in the window? Yes, we can go in the window. So now we're the other side of all the stuff, are we? There's another handprint there. Yes, we're now the other side of all the stuff. Can we open the door? Yes, we can open the door. Okay, let's start in this room. Activate this handprint.
Marguerite Higgins is my hero. She won a Pulitzer for her reporting in Korea. I went to college because of her. She goes to war zones, marches with the troops. Nothing scares her, and she gets the story. Marguerite Higgins doesn't run from a juicy story just because her life is in danger. Neither will I.
I think I might. November the 15th, 1960. Dear Harris, I read in the paper today that you received a special award from the college for groundbreaking research. I am writing to wish you my sincere congratulations. I've said some things that I regret, but today I wish only to extend good wishes to you and your future endeavours. Do you know the scene in North by Northwest when Cary Grant disrupts an art auction? He makes nonsensical bids until the police are called to haul him away. I saw it last summer at the cinema we used to drive to in Logan. It was lonely to go alone, but that scene made me smile. My life feels like that sometimes. I poke my head up and then say something crazy every now and then, just on the off chance that somebody will take me away from all this. I'm no Cary Grant, I'm afraid. I'm no Cary Grant, I'm afraid. I would like to hear from you. Please write me back. Sincerely, Cynthia. So that's from his ex-wife, who apparently misses Bullard. Anything in these boxes, or is it just more stuff going away? No, there's a bit of paper. Oh, next chapter of this weird story. Chapter 4, The Subconscious Mind. The human brain is, at some level, not unlike the pot that produces my coffee every morning. The water I pour into it is infused with the qualities of the roasted bean. The grounds themselves do not pass through the filter, but the liquid that collects in the carafe is no longer simply water. It has been permanently altered. Every part of my body is a sensitive instrument. My skin, my eyes, my muscles, my tongue. If I am a coffee pot, this stream of psychological information is the water, and my conscious mind is the coffee in the carafe, and the sieve, the filter that makes the drink palatable, is the subconscious mind. Okay, weird shit. So it's set to scales. There's another note. Dr. Bullard, I followed your instructions to calibrate the Tempest prognosticator. Your concern was correct. The bottles must be placed from heaviest to lightest to produce accurate results. The actual weight depends on the leech used, so I have to recalibrate every time we want to take a reading. Also note that recalibration is required if the battery in the base dies. However, the device works as intended. Once the model is aligned precisely with the moon, it may then be used to start the Lunar Dream apparatus safely. Josie. Bullard's research is crucial to this story. I wonder if I can get this thing working. So is this the thing? Oh, calibrate the device. Okay. It's a strange device with bells at the top. There are lots of small bottles. A bottle marked with the letter B. There's a leech inside. Okay. That's got a battery. The door is stuck. There are electronics inside and it looks like a battery. Yes, it is a battery. Okay. There's everything in here. So what that door to go through. Somebody's playing the piano. The piano is blocking the way. Unfortunately, I can't move it. The Crystal Cave by Bobby Sawyer, Chapter 8. Going on. Chapter 8. The passage continued downward, a steep slope like we were going down a hill. The smooth crystal didn't give our feet purchase. We were trying our best not to slip. It was dark as night, but the light from our helmets reflected strangely from the walls, making them dance blue. Once or twice I thought I saw a flicker in the glass, but it was just a trick of the light. It was cold down there. None of us was wearing a jacket. It dawned on us that we'd come totally unprepared. A few hours before, we'd been whooping and shouting, excited by the crazy angles that cut the crystal entrance out of the cave wall, sure that we'd found something that was going to make us rich. Now we walked in silence. Henderson's face wore a hard, determined look. Johnson's was all suspicion. Jimmy just looked scared, his skin pale and his eyes wide. I opened my mouth to say something to him, then shut it. Either we'd find a way out or we'd die down here. All there was to it. It was then that Johnson screamed. The piano chair's been knocked over. All the music's come out. There is yet another handprint.
Dad took me to Wichita once before he died. We drove for 4 hours to get there, ate hamburgers, and watched a movie. Then we went home. He never explained, just told me to get in the car. I guess he knew he was going to die.
Nice. Fireplace has been used recently in the summer. Yeah, it does. It does feel like he's looking at you. So what's the newspaper? National recognition for local college, July 2nd, 1965. Washington, D.C. The National Academy of Sciences announced its annual picks for leaders in science academia on Wednesday. Among the recipients of this prestigious award was our own Oakley College in Logan. The college won recognition for a controversial research paper published by the school's small neuroscience department last year. "We're very proud to have our work recognised in this way," said Dr. Graham Wellington, chair of Oakley's Brain Studies program. "We're a very small program focused on areas of research that the big schools ignore. We applaud the Academy of Sciences for giving us the chance to prove ourselves." The award-winning paper, authored by Wellington and Dr. Harris Bullard, was written in 1962 but only published last year. Titled "Accessing Subconscious Waves Through Twisted Pair Electroencephalography," the highly technical paper caused some controversy in the neuroscience community and was ridiculed by many experts in the field. The paper was the source of some local tumult as well. "This paper was written entirely by Dr. Bullard," said one Oakley student who did not wish to give his name. "Wellington just put his name on it and took all the credit." Bullard, who retired from the school last year, could not be reached for comment. So, he's claimed credit for something that Bullard has written. Work order. That's all. Yeah, that's all the stuff that she wants to have moved out. Client wishes to keep large items piano unpacked for sale at auction. Do not pack contents of guest bedroom, second floor, left side, not owned by client. Client is still looking for key to first floor study. So there's a study upstairs. Will provide by that's 26th September, isn't it? All expensive looking items are to be packed separately for immediate sale. Okay. Nothing else here. So let's head through the doors into what looked like the kitchen. The cupboards are mostly emptied. Yeah, so it just says that. Somebody was in a rush to pack this stuff, so why is everything being packed so quickly? Pots and pans that haven't been packed very well. Stovetop is clean, it probably works. Where's the buzzing coming from? Anything in the freezer? Yes, what's this? Coffee can that's frozen shut. I can hear something rattling around inside. Is that going to be the key? What's in the fridge? Nothing. Another note. United States Patent Office, patented January the 3rd, 1963. Eyewear with electromagnetic reflecting lenses. Harris Bullard, Oakley College, Logan, Kansas. Thank you for the host, Jack. 5 November 7th, 1959. Abstract of the disclosure. A pair of goggles is provided which includes a metal strip, a battery and lenses, an assembly which, when placed over the eye so that it rests against the head, permits the metal strip to touch the skin just above the left ear, and crossing the forehead to touch the skin above the right ear as well. The function of the metal strip is to detect upon contact electromagnetic impulses from the brain and to transmit them to the lenses. The lenses are created from a glass material, reference co-pending application, all that is made to alter its reflection of light based on electromagnetic impulses received from the metal strip and amplified by the battery. This invention relates to the visualization of electromagnetic activity in the brain, and more particularly the creation of visual patterns based on the neural activity of the subconscious. Okay. So the thing's been patented. Bobby, here's a list of the supplies this week. I know you're angry that I haven't paid in a month, but please wait a little bit longer. I'll have some money coming and I'll be able to pay you soon. So beans, cigarettes, tonic water, white bread, butter, eggs. Shopping list. Leeches, as many as you can get, alive. Well, I owed Bobby money. Tap dripping. There's a well outside. Okay, so why is there running water and a well? Ooh, another note. January the 2nd, 1961. Dear Harris, Happy New Year. I suppose I am wasting my time by writing you again, but the new year always makes me think about the past. I was very upset when you did not respond to my last letter. I was told that you refused my calls at the college. I understand that you are still angry, and for that I cannot fault you. But unlike you, I have gotten past our little meltdown. I have grown to see it as the inevitable terminus of our relationship, something that had to happen sooner or later. Like spilt milk, as they say, it's not worth crying over. But I do have a request. I will make it plain, Harris. I need money. Some of our investments went bad last year, and with Kennedy in the White House soon, the others will certainly fail. You may hate me now, but I cannot believe you will consign me to a life of poverty. Somewhere deep down inside you, under that mask you wear in your daily life, I know you must still feel something for me. Please say you'll help me. Just this once, put down the mask and trust your feelings. Humbly and sincerely, Cynthia. So over Bullard, but wants money for her gambling debts. All kinds of canned stuff, food. A pantry. If you had this much food, what was Bullard paying Bobby Sawyer to get? Well, the leeches, presumably. There's a bottle with the letter D on it, so we need to find all these bottles, presumably. Something is blocking that door on the other side, and that's locked. Okay. So can we now get through this door? Yes, we can. Oh, it's a cellar. Not worth risking a fall with a broken arm. I'll need to find a light. Okay. So we need a candle or something. I suppose. We haven't actually, if you can move, haven't actually opened those drawers. Nothing. Another note. I am woodcutter. You will complete your research and then hand it to me, or we can discuss the South Pacific in 1944. Right, okay. Light? Where can I find a light of some description? I'd opened these, haven't I? Yeah, nothing in those. So it probably works. Can we light that? we have any... We can... Ouch, this won't work. There has to be a better way to defrost it. So... Something to put it in, really. Let's put it in the sink. There we go. The ice on the coffee can lid melted. So, what's in it? Blank sheet of paper. Is there something special about it? Turn the tap off. Can you look at that with the mask on? No, you can't. Is there anything in here? Doesn't look like it, unless there's something down this end that I've missed. No, nothing. So I need to get down into the cellar, but I need a light of some sort. Is there a candle or... There's another bit of paper. Missed one. Daily log, June 11th, 1965. Using the moon as a trigger for the lunar dream operators has its problems. The moon must be full or nearly so, the night must be clear, and the process must be started at a very specific time to ensure that the moon is visible from inside the chamber. Josie's been following weather reports and using lunar charts to try to predict days for ideal test conditions, but it's an error-prone process. The data we get back from the weather service just isn't precise enough. Today I hit upon the solution. We'll build our own weather device. In fact, we can base it upon an exceedingly accurate design from a century ago, the Tempest Prognosticator. I'll have to make some modifications for our purposes, of course. I'm sure that with some tuning we can build a device that responds exactly to our weather needs. Then we'll need to get some leeches. Built a strange device to track the phases of the moon, so that's presumably what this thing does. That's the scale to weigh the bottles. No, you can't do that. Or can you? No, you can't. There's another bit of paper in this box. Cynthia called me today. She sounded drunk. Sometimes I think she calls just to get a rise out of me. I maintained my calm this time, declined her invitation to meet, and told her in no uncertain terms that if she was looking for money, she'd best look elsewhere. And now I'm going to go get drunk myself. Graham came by my office this morning. He had a strange-looking envelope. It was addressed to me, but had been pushed under his door. It bore no return address, just the single word woodcutter. I had to run a class and haven't had a chance to open it yet, but something about it makes me uncomfortable. I hope it's not another love letter from a student. Graham is a weasel. He's never stepped foot in the lab or run an experiment, but he makes it sound like he's the brains behind the whole program. Without me, he'd be a washed-up theorist with nothing to his name. So it's something to do with Cynthia, thinks little of Wellington. And there's another one there. The little mail fraud enterprise Bobby and I are operating has paid off. Since the beginning I've had suspicions about Woodcutter's true identity, but I cannot confront him without evidence. Several months ago I started paying Bobby extra to steal outgoing correspondence from a particular individual's mailbox. We steam open the letter, give it a read and then send it on its way. It's not the most exciting trick in the book, and Bobby certainly doesn't like it, but I found it an effective method of surveillance. Today we intercepted a very interesting letter. This one confirms most of my theories, and has been locked away for safekeeping. When I have one or two more pieces of the puzzle, I'll nail Woodcutter to a wall. I'll have to do it quickly, though. The device, my ace in the hole, is almost finished. When it's completed, there will be no reason for Woodcutter to let me live. I'll just have to get to him first. Which presumably he didn't manage to do. Now, can we do anything with this to actually... Fireplace poker, yes. So why is it allowed me to pick that up? And the broom. Can't actually do anything with it. So use the poker on the fireplace. Is that going to work? No. Broom? Series of faint symbols. Good grief, they are faint, aren't they? Star, circle, square. Wonder if the mask would make it clear. Ah. Of course, if in doubt, put the mask on. Ooh. Oh, hang on. Why is that then suddenly a skull? And there's a man standing over there and something going on there. Yeah. So star, circle, square. What's going on here? Are these floorboards? Probably pry these floorboards up with the right tool. So let's try the poker. If I can get this poker wedged under a board, maybe I can pry it up. There we go. Hidden space. And what have we got in here? We've got a box that's locked. Aha. There's a load of symbols. Oh, we wanted star, didn't we? Circle. Square. One open box. We hope. Key. Which presumably to the safe. Oh no, that'll be to the cellar. Bill, I owe you many thanks for forwarding my request to the New York Times. Oh, do excuse me. I think we have the opportunity to tell one of the great science stories of the 20th century and make a considerable sum in the process. The Times is a great first step, but when we are finished, I want to have headlines written about me on the front page of every paper in the country. The key to our success is Harris Bullard's brain research. He has discovered something fundamental about the operation of subconscious brainwaves, and I believe that he will soon harness this knowledge to build a device whose object is to make men superhuman. Our first task is to procure this device before Bullard can publicise it, and my plans for accomplishing that are already in motion. Once the device is in my hands, I am confident that I can reproduce and improve upon his work. That, Mr. Mitchell, is where you come in. An invention of this magnitude must not be consigned to the boneyard of the academic journal. It deserves praise and recognition from the common man. We will make it the story of the year, and then we will sell the technology to those rich enough to meet our price. For now, we wait for Bullard to finish the device. Then we will make our move. I look forward to your continued cooperation in this mutually beneficial partnership. Best regards, Graham Wellington. So, he wants the research for himself, but he wants Bullard to make it. Left 20, right 50, left 10. That would be the safe combination. Now, can we go over there to see what he's looking at in that corner? No, we can't. So, we still don't have a light of any sort. Nothing else in there, is there? Lockbox hidden in this hole. Anything else in the box? No. Lepsler, thank you very much for the host. So where the fuck am I going to get a light from? Ooh, hang on. It says leave on the floor. Let's put the mask on, see what... No, nothing out there. So there's this mysterious man now kneeling at that. How am I going to find a light to go down into the cellar with? Which door was it? It was locked. This one. Use the old key to unlock the door. So what's through here? We have a bathroom. As there are all the leeches. The Crystal Cave by Bobby Sawyer, chapter 14. We rounded the corner and Johnson stopped dead like he'd been given an electric shock. I about ran into him, cursing before I heard it. From somewhere far ahead, deep in the darkness, somebody was singing. A woman's voice. It echoed off the crystal walls and then seemed everywhere at once. The song was so faint, I listened hard but couldn't make out the words. The melody was odd, ghost-like, but it was definitely a person singing. Johnson turned and looked at me but didn't say anything. We both understood. Somebody was down there. Somebody who must know the way out. Who was saved. We broke into a run then, Johnson cradling his arm as we tried to cross the forest of crystal, scrambling over translucent beams of amethyst big as fallen redwoods. I slipped, hit the smooth surface hard, got up again. We followed the woman's voice deeper and deeper into the cave. Jimmy got to the plateau first. I could tell before I made the rise that something was wrong. In the middle of the mesa was a sort of hatch, like something off the deck of a submarine. It was round and made of steel, and sticking out of it was a metal locking wheel. The woman's song drifted up from it like smoke. I looked back at Johnson as I grasped the handle. He was out of breath, still clutching his wrist where his hand had been, trying to keep the cloth tourniquet right around the stump. He nodded, and I gave it a turn. That's the leeches of recent edition, yeah. So it's full of leeches. What's on paper? Cold winter increases risk of exposure. With temperatures below 20 for most of the state, experts warn that deaths from hypothermia are on the rise. Several deaths have already been attributed to the cold this year, including 2 hikers found south of Ottawa and a man in Wichita. December is one of the deadliest months, said Charles Manning, Chief Medical Officer at Ottawa PD. People don't realise how cold it's gotten and go out unprepared. Profound hypothermia occurs when a person's core body temperature drops below 90 Fahrenheit. However, scientists do not yet understand why the deep cold kills some people and spares others. According to Manning, men are at greater risk than women, and the cold is particularly dangerous for thin people. Identifying death by hypothermia can be a challenge, said Manning. If the victim is found in the snow with his clothes half off, then we know, but sometimes bodies aren't recovered until much later, often without a mark on them. Scientists do not understand why some victims of hypothermia remove their clothing, a phenomenon called paradoxical undressing, while others do not. Last year, the body of a 30-year-old woman who had been missing for several days was found near Topeka. After failing to identify the cause of death, the coroner chalked it up to exposure to the elements. The easiest way to stay safe is not to go out alone in the cold, especially at night, said Manning. If you must go out, make sure that other people know where you're headed and dress warmly. If you're in a car accident, stay in the car. Don't try to hoof it to the next town on your own. Fair enough. Nothing. Johnson City, Texas. President Johnson boned up on the reports and correspondence at the LBJ Ranch today, pending arrival of cabinet officials for a wide-ranging review of defence and foreign problems. Defence Secretary Robert S. McNamara and Deputy Defence Secretary Cyrus R. Vance were due to arrive by Jetstar at 3 p.m. CST and will remain overnight at the ranch. Saigon, South Vietnam. The Viet Cong mounted an assault on Bien Hoa Airport in Saigon on November the 1st. Washington has yet to comment on the impact of the attack on U.S. operations in Vietnam. Neshoba County, MS? Massachusetts, is that? 18 men arrested by the FBI in connection with the murder of 3 civil rights workers are still awaiting formal charges from the state. The men, alleged to be members of the Ku Klux Klan, are accused of murdering James Chaney, Andrew Goodman and Michael Schwerner with the tacit cooperation of the local police. The 3 activists were visiting the area to investigate the burning of a church. Entertainment. The Supremes' Baby Love remains at the top of the charts this week, followed closely by Oh Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison. At the movies, The Outrage opened this week. Paul Newman, Lawrence Harvey and Claire Bloom star. Fair enough. Anything in the cupboard? Another hand.
If Woodcutter killed Bullard, he was pretty sneaky about it. No marks on the body, no sign of a struggle. Coroner ruled it was pancreatic failure. How do you kill a man without leaving a mark on him? And why return to the scene of the crime?
No, we've been in that. Aha! Oh. Oh no, it's only me. This is real. I could die here. Yes. A flashlight. Doesn't have any batteries. Lovely. There's a battery in the other thing. Just ordinary soap. Can we have a look in this door? Yes, we can go into here. Oh, we're back in the study. Right. So now we can go all the way around the house. Need a battery. There's something blocking that the other side. Thank you, Bidus. So, we need a battery, which is in this thing here. I hope. Hope we can actually use this battery, because I don't know where I'm going to get one otherwise. The door is stuck. So where do I... That work? Nope. Nothing I can use to open it. We have got that small knob now, so let's head back again. No point going down here at all without the torch working. So where was that drawer that we need to open? Back by the front door, I think. Can we do anything with that? No, we can't. Right, that's missing its knob. So where's the door? Where's this little knob? Now I can open it. What have we got? A bottle. The letter E is printed on the label. So we've got 2 of those. That's upstairs. So is there any way of getting into that apparatus to get the battery out? Was that light on before? Nothing in here. So I've already been checked all this, so nothing. Anything in this room I can take? Fireplace still full of logs. I've missed something. Missed some way of getting that battery out. There's no way I'm jumping out of the window again, no. Now the monkey has appeared. I'll just come back in front of the fireplace and... Wait, I've seen this before, yes. Puzzles, puzzles. Okay. Let's go back down again. Eventually. How long have I been streaming anyway? Hour and a half. So there's a battery around there, but no way of getting it out. That's not what I've noticed. Anything else in the globe? No. There's another one of those somewhere as well. Nope. 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 I think this is called a banker's lamp. Can't pull the thing out of the typewriter. Guess I have to roll it back out. Yeah, roll it out then. So what's this say? Writing about Ouija boards in 1852. Excuse me. No, fine, not going to sneeze. Writing about Ouija boards in 1852, William Benjamin Carpenter was the first to describe the phenomenon known as the ideomotor effect. The ideomotor effect occurs when the subconscious mind takes control of the body without the conscious mind realizing it. Ideomotor, we'll call it that. Ideomotor action is distinct from other forms of involuntary action because responses are driven by existing knowledge and perception. The Ouija board, Carpenter suggested, is a clear manifestation. Participants unwittingly move the planchette because their subconscious mind is guiding them. Another example of this phenomenon is dowsing, the practice of using a divining rod to locate water or other materials buried underground. The dowser holds the instrument in both hands and allows it to lead him forward until it points down at the ground, seemingly by itself. For centuries, dowsing was believed to be a form of magic or witchcraft, but we now know that it can be explained by the ideomotor effect. The dowser's subconscious mind is highly sensitive and is able to recognize cues in the environment of which his conscious mind is not aware. When these cues hint at the location of water, the subconscious mind takes control of the dowser's hands and causes him to rotate the rod to the ground. Since the conscious mind is not involved in this operation, the instrument seems to move on its own, pulled as if by some magical force. In reality, it is the dowser himself who is divining. The subconscious mind is responsible both for the detection of buried materials and for the motion of the rod. My research seeks direct access to the knowledge stored in the subconscious mind, complete unfiltered linkage between the sensitive unconscious and the logical conscious. I call this state idiofocus. Okay. Still need a battery. There's a mask gone. Yes. So that one. No sort of light. Aha, another bit of paper. As I sat idly by the window today watching the snow slowly cover the fields, I remembered the story of the Snow Woman. I first encountered it in a thin volume of Japanese folktales that somebody loaned to me at the base in Yokohama, and a decade later it is the only story from that collection that I can recall. The Snow Woman is a fascinating character. She is a monster, a murderer, a force of nature, yet she has human qualities as well. Having fallen in love with a young man, she spares his life in order that she may appear to him later in another form and marry him. By telling her of his father's death, the man breaks a contract. But it's not just a contract between the man and the Snow Woman, it's a contract with the universe itself. It is what binds her to the mortal plane, allowing her to live as a human with the man she loves. By breaking his promise, he has destroyed her life. She is no longer able to remain with him or with her family, even if she would want to. It is no wonder she is angry. So, how are we going to get that battery? Nothing on the table. Nothing in these drawers. Can't move them. Ah, that cupboard opens. I'm woodcutter. You have 5 days. I am coming. Well, shit. Let's see. What happens if we try and go in here now? Not with risking a fall with a broken arm. I need to find a light. That's all it tells you. I could always just leave that door open, you know. So how the fuck do you get that battery? It's the only battery I've seen. Let's put these 2 bottles. No. No, that doesn't work. We put the bottles onto that now. Must be the device Josie and Bullard built. It's some sort of weather prediction tool. Whatever Bullard was researching, he needed this thing to make it work correctly. Need to find the rest of the bottles, fill them with leeches, then find the correct order. Oh, okay. So we need leeches in them. Oh, I know where the leeches are. They're in the bathroom. There's 2 more bottles to find, though. A pantry. No, pantry is stuck, yes. We can't get through there. Have we tried to open this cupboard door? No. There's another bottle. So now I've got 3 of the bottles. Where's the 4th one? Another copy of the standard. We've been through all this and not found a bottle anywhere. Unless there's one actually in the bath. Okay, let's fill these bottles. Need to find all 4 bottles first. Okay, so we need to go upstairs and open the safe. There's probably one up there. That might be the way to go. Something tapping on the window all the while. This scary character is still in this painting. Let's go and get the safe opened. There we go. There's presumably still that apparition on the wall there. No, it's gone. Fuck, it's gone. So what's it doing? Where's it gone? I wonder if the note I found in the lockbox is the safe combination. Presumably. Right. Oh, okay. So left twin. Start again. So what is it? Left 20. Right 50. Left 10. One open safe. Fantastic. Receipt for services rendered, date set June 16th, 1964. Total parts $1,134.25. Total labour $255.30. Total build $1,389.55 paid in full. Installed steel siding and installation per specification. Ran electrical for fans and evaporator underfloor to connect to main line in basement. Compressor, evaporator, freon tank and ventilation installed and tested. Replaced standard door handle with locking variety per customer request. Why lock a receipt like that? Yeah. Joe, this is the only remaining copy of our research materials. I destroyed the rest. Take this and get out of here. After I'm gone, they'll turn this house upside down looking for answers. Josie, I know about the secret room behind your wardrobe. If you stashed anything there, you must get rid of it. I've already cleaned out the freezer. I'm counting on you. Take the files, destroy the machine, and get out of here. So what did Bullard have hidden in the freezer? So search the basement freezer. Explore Josie's secret room. And what's that? The lunar dream apparatus altering the brain to achieve permanent idea focus. William Benjamin Carpenter's work describing the Carpenter effect over a century ago continues to baffle psychologists today. We have struggled to understand the linkage between the conscious and the subconscious, particularly the ways in which the subconscious mind seems to wield special knowledge of which the conscious mind is unaware. Our research attempts to give the conscious mind unfiltered access to all of the information stored in the subconscious by creating an artificial bridge between the two. We have done this in a rudimentary way with a set of lenses that refract light by tracking alterations in brainwaves, but a more robust connection requires permanent alteration of the brain. The lunar dream apparatus combines engineering, psychology, neuroscience, and a bit of physics to create just such a connection. In order to give the subject some control over their own subconscious, we have chosen the moon as a mental mnemonic. After undergoing treatment in the lunar dream apparatus, the subject's conscious and subconscious are merged whenever a full moon is visible. This paper describes the construction of the apparatus, its function, and the details of our research and data recorded from our first test subject, co-author Josephine Herrera. So that's what Woodcutter's been after. Nothing in that drawer, anything in that cupboard, another one of those. So we've now got all the bottles. Anything in that drawer? No. That's it, shut safe. And get out again. So back down the stairs. Fill the bottles with leeches. Eventually. This journalist doesn't move very quickly. So I've got to go this way. Because we can't get past the piano. Still haven't worked out how to get that battery out. Presumably you need to use the apparatus first. might actually give you it. Right, so fill the bottles with the leeches. I need to be closer. Filled each bottle with a leech. So now I've got 4 bottles, all containing a leech. So back through the kitchen. The game is stupidly creepy. The music just dropping in like that. So I need to somehow... I need to be weighed, I think. I think that's what it said. Right, quick, it says blank piece of paper. Collected documents. So we've got all the research documents. I can see with the skin. Notes about bottle weights. There we go. Bottles must be placed from heaviest to lightest to produce accurate results. Okay. So the heaviest one's got to be... So now I need to sort them out into weight order. Need to figure out the right order for the bottles. Let's do that. So C is heavier than A. Righto. So C is heavier than A. E is heavier than D. So which of these is the heaviest? C. So D is the lightest. No. Oh, I see. Yes, come on then. So, D is the lightest. Yes. C is heavier than E. So C, A and E. E is heavier than A. So E, A. That did it. The bottles are now in order. Now to put them into the device. So we need to go over here and put the bottles into the device. Ah, the door opens. The moon moved into position. So we've now got the calibrator for the thing. And we can now take the battery. It's a battery. I need 2. Ah, wonderful. There's another one somewhere. Where? The other one was calibrated by the device. Now I need to figure out what to do with it. Where do I get another battery from then? Does that work on anything else? No? No? Let's put the mask on again. Anything? No? Right, so where can I find another battery? Right, okay. Where would there be a battery? I've only seen that one. Go back through the bathroom. Into the study. There's a secret room upstairs, isn't there? There's a secret room upstairs. What I'm going to do is come out of the game for a minute. I'm going to take a couple of minutes break and then come back and see if we can get into this secret room. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, let's get back into it then and see what we can find in this secret room. Got to work out how to get into it first as well. Yes, can we just go up the stairs, please? Thank you. So, somehow there is a secret door. There we go. Josie, what were you up to? Yes, good question. Can't see anything. I can't see anything at all. Candles? Candles? Good grief. What the fuck is this? So what's the eye for? Oh! That monkey moves. Right, okay. So there's a peephole into his bedroom. Dear Diary, I was thinking about Dad today. I finally got some confirmation from the insurance company which fills in some blanks. Here's what I know so far. Dad went to war in 1940 to the Philippines. He had some minor injury and was discharged in 1944. He was the only member of his unit to survive, the rest having died in a submarine. In 1946, his parents' home in Illinois burned down and he turned up to collect the insurance payment. At least somebody did. He didn't have any other family, so it must have been him. But after that, I can't find any trace of him. Then in 1952, the name Harris Bullard turns up in the footnotes of a research paper from Oakley College. Is this Dad? If so, what was he doing in the years after the war? Perhaps he went abroad. But maybe he went abroad, rather. There are some inconsistencies. Dad studied physics, not neuroscience, and Dr. Harris Bullard of Oakley College seems to have a chemistry background. There couldn't have been two Harris Bullards at the U of C in the 1930s, could there? The scariest thing for me is that Dr. Bullard looks nothing like the one photo I have of my father. In the photo, his face looks different and he's not so tall and skinny. Of course, he would have been younger, as the photo was taken before I was born, but maybe it's not Dad in the photo at all. I changed my major to neuroscience and moved out here with one purpose, to figure out if Dr. Harris Bullard of Gove, Kansas, is the man who promised to marry Mama in 1939. It's been 2 years and I'm still not sure. I don't have the guts to ask him. What if I'm wrong? What will that make me? So, is Harris Bullard her father? Got a letter from the Herreras today. They're good parents even if they aren't my real parents. They sent the letter to me at Dr. Bullard's address, which means they know I'm living here. I wonder if they are worried. The whole town seems to have decided that the only reason I'd stay here is that I'm sleeping with him. I don't care what the small-minded bumpkins around here think, but I hope the Herreras aren't worried. Maybe soon I can tell them what I'm really... whatever the rest of that says. Let's see the Crystal Cave. Joe's diary. No, not that one. Not that one. Must have been that one. What I'm really up to. Also, Bobby Sawyer gave me another draft of his novel. It's really weird, but I think it's pretty good. I've been typing up his manuscripts on Dr. Bullard's typewriter. I'm fixing mistakes and making little edits as I go. When he's done, he's going to submit the typed version to Amazing Stories or Worlds of Tomorrow. I hope they publish it. I don't know if magazines will even look at work by a black author. I told him to use a pen name. Tomorrow we run the first live test of the Lunar Dream apparatus. Dr. Bullard doesn't think it's going to work the first time. I hope it does. I volunteered to be the first test subject. Maybe after the treatment I'll be able to understand what happened to Dad. Okay. We can shut that book up again. Another battery. Good. Right, so we know 2 batteries and a working flashlight. So we've had a look in here completely now, have we? Just can't go any further. Why is she spying on him? The monkey's now gone. Right, so where's the monkey gone? So crawl back through the dark that I can't see because I've got light on shining almost directly at my face so you can see the stream. Just about make things out, but it's very faint. I'll get back out through the wardrobe. No, I didn't want to get back in there. Out. Shut the wardrobe doors. So, downstairs into the basement. Enjoyable little indie game, this. So, down into the basement. Which means going all the way through all these rooms again. There's something making a noise in this kitchen. Ooh! Oh god, no. I can't go anywhere. Basement. Down. That was close. I'm stuck down here for now. I better find the light switch. Where is the light switch? Let's go down. So I'm now stuck in the basement. Because the murderer is now in the kitchen. So, where the fuck would the light switch be? I thought it'd be somewhere near the fucking stairs. Not really worried about doing anything else but finding the lights. What's that? Whoa, a secret panel. This crank looks like it's made to be detached, but I'll take it with me. So what's that opened? Lights. Lights. Good. Right, so I can now see what I'm doing. So I've turned on the lights. Search the basement freezer. Some sort of tank. Hot water heater. There's another newspaper. Spring is here and you know what that means. Hours of household chores while the men kick back and enjoy the sunshine. But don't let spring cleaning get you down. Let Mother Nature do the work for you. That's right, ladies. I'm talking about chemistry. With careful application of just a few household chemicals, your work will be done in no time. This handy guide covers a few of the most useful concoctions you can make at home. Have mould in the bathroom? Copper sulfate mixed with calcium oxide makes a great fungicide. Tired of trying to loosen a rusty screw? Just add borax to lemon juice to create a powerful rust remover. Does your man complain about your tap water? You can soften it by adding sodium carbonate. Don't waste time cleaning the hard way. A simple set of common chemicals can help you get that work done faster and smarter. Now what's the point of being told all that? Let's go over here and have a look at this sheet. Today I turned in my resignation at the college. I've arranged for my lab to be moved to my house and having the icebox installed next Tuesday. I've taken steps to ensure secrecy. Woodcutter may have forced me out of the school, but now the research can continue without his knowledge. I'm lucky that the house has such an interesting history. Josie came to my office as I was packing up. She was distraught, her eyeshadow all smeared. I've never seen a student so emotionally affected. She has been a valuable assistant this year, and the research will be harder without her. It occurred to me to invite her to work with me at my home, but I hardly think she would have accepted. The young woman now holds a graduate degree in esoteric neuroscience at the age of 23. What does she need an old man like me for? Because possibly you're her father? So let's go back here. That's where all the chemical compounds are. In an emergency, made to identify a foreign substance. Oh right, so we may have to do that. That's giving all that information. There's a tray for mixing chemicals and a Bunsen burner. And this has opened this up, which is presumably the freezer. And is it locked? Yes, looks like it. The freezer is locked with a padlock. So there's a key somewhere. September the 14th, 1964. Are you enjoying yourself, Harris? Does it excite you to shun me, to treat me like garbage the way that you do? When you sit in bed with that little slut, do you smoke cigarettes and laugh about me? I know all about you, Harris. I know about the girl who's living at your house. You're old enough to be her grandfather, for Christ's sake. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm ashamed of you. The whole town is ashamed of you. You are a laughingstock, Harris, a public spectacle. Now you have that Sawyer kid running your errands for you. You don't even have the guts to show your face around town. Really, Harris, I thought you were more of a man than that. You cheat on me, bankrupt me, and deny me help in my hour of need, and still you are not content. Now you insist on tarnishing my reputation with your lecherous antics. Do you think of no one but yourself? Can you really be the man I knew? My men in Louisville refused my bet this year, Harris. If I can't play the races, I don't know how I will survive. Your little vendetta will be the death of me. Do you understand? When they find me lying in the street, starved and thin and dead from exposure, the blame will be squarely upon your head. So, her bankruptcy is apparently his fault. Junk. Men never throw anything away. It's very true. Paint. Nothing useful. Can't get in there because we need a key. We use the crank on it? Nope. Didn't think we would be able to somehow. A toolbox now, which is empty. Clean towels. Nothing in there. Cleaning supplies, detergent, bleach. No. Ooh, what's this on the floor? Graham, for the last year and a half, I've been receiving threatening notes from somebody calling himself Woodcutter. He knows things about my past that I'd rather not have aired in public. After forcing me into early retirement, he now demands that I hand over all of my work. Last night I was supposed to deliver my research materials to him. Instead, I camped out nearby and watched the meeting point through my camera with the big lens. I can't say I was entirely surprised to see you show up. Some advice. Next time you try to extort personal property from somebody, don't arrange a meeting under a bright street lamp. I bet the photos will turn out great. You can make up names, try to spook me in my home and threaten me all you want, but I'm not giving you my research, Graham. If you want it, you'll have to kill me. A word of warning, I won't go easy. I once broke a man's wrists with a ball-peen hammer, and I rather enjoyed doing it. I look forward to repeating that experiment with you, Harris. So Woodcutter was Graham Wellington, apparently. So Graham Wellington was blackmailing Bullard as Woodcutter, and Bullard refused to give in to the demands. So I've now somehow got to get into this freezer. Anything anywhere? Oh, a record. 78, there's nothing printed on the label, but there is a record player upstairs, which we've got to get past the monster thing to get to. Nothing anywhere. Unless there's something back here. No. So how the fuck do we get in the freezer? What do we open the padlock with? So do we go back out? If we go back out, do we die? Woodcutter is out there. I need to find another way out of the basement, so we can't go out that door. There's... No, where was it? That way. Is there a way of opening this? Yes, looks like it. One of the boards is loose, and there's the crank. Right, so we'll put the crank in it. Darn it, the slot is rusted shut. The slot is still rusted, I can't turn the crank, so... need to find a way to remove this rust before I can use the crank. So there's some cleaning chemicals, isn't there? Oh, hang on, what's this? It's fell off. A box of matches. So where's the thing over here? Now what was it that removed rust? Profiles, notes, diary, crystal cave, miscellaneous. Report, subconscious mind, chemical flame. No, it was in the newspaper, wasn't it? Newspaper clippings. Spring cleaning with chemistry. There we go. So, loose and rusty. Add borax to lemon juice. So we need to find some cleaning materials, isn't there? Can we pick these up and use them in any way? Detergent and bleach. No, we can't. I've got matches, but no fucking chemicals. Nothing in the tin. Set of chemicals, none of them are labelled. Right. That's all very well, but then where do we get lemons from? Boric acid. I can't use any of that. Let's light the Bunsen burner then. Oh, okay. How do you turn the gas on then? Gas. Goes upstairs, which isn't very helpful. There's pipes everywhere. But where do I turn the gas on? No. Hmm. Oh. It's there. So that's the gas on. Light it. Now get the chemical. Oh. What do we start with? That one. What mixture we're trying to make? I should figure that out first. What's... So, lemon juice is some sort of acid, isn't it? I want newspapers. Borax to lemon juice. So I need borax. Blue flame is copper chloride. Okay, so it just tells you. That's borax. Copper sulfate. Missed it. No, I don't want the copper sulfate. Already done that. Lithium chloride. Missed. Sodium carbonate, soda ash. So I want borax. Sodium carbonate. Mixing chemicals haphazardly is probably dangerous. Yes, but I'm still going to do it. Wait, is this the right chemicals mixed? Probably not. Try copper sulfate. No. Lithium chloride. No. I've tried them all now. We don't need that anymore, do we? So we can turn that off. Need lemon. Oh, hang on. Lemon juice. Lovely. Just what I needed. So, go back to the chemicals. There's borax in there. Where's the lemon juice gone? Put the lemon juice in as well. So I don't need all the other chemicals. But I do need the rust remover. So, hot-footed over here to this crank again. And see if we can get rid of the rust. So we can actually get out of this place. We'll examine the hand first.
I haven't had a good night's sleep in 3 days. I've been giddy ever since I figured that this might be a murder case. Not even a broken arm could keep me down. But now that I'm here, the truth seems a lot more complicated. This story is my shot. Better make it count.
So, put the rust remover, wherever that is, on there. Now we can open the door. And we can go through that, or at least we will be able to once we've done the quiz. Cynthia Peckham wanted money. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. No, just an itch. Sounds like Cynthia is deeply in debt. She's inherited Bullard's entire estate. Could she have done it? Graham Wellington has a secret. He's woodcutter. Graham Wellington has been trying to steal Bullard's research for himself. He must have murdered Bullard. Possibly. Bullard was being blackmailed about his relationship with Josie. No, that's not it. I need to think. Gambling? No. Somebody named James Lowry. Yes. Who is James Lowry and why did Bullard want to keep his existence a secret? There's more to this story. Okay, let's go down into what looks like a mine. Nothing on the ground. Ooh, big drop. Oh, bats. Where are we going then? Back up to ground level by the looks of things. Looks like this is the end of the line. Up we go. Aha. The hatch is sealed shut, so it seems like the device is turned off. There we go, another note. No, it's just a blank page again. Another blank sheet of paper. There must be something we can do with the blank sheets to reveal what's on them in some way. Canisters of some kind that connect to the pod. Okay. Ladder up there. Let's have a look at the machinery. This is the device Bullard was killed for. I need to figure out why it is so valuable. So I also need to find a key to get in the freezer. The main part of the apparatus is complete. Today I tested each of the individual connections, but we won't really know if it works until we can do a proper test with the full moon. The weather conditions required by the device are very sensitive, and anticipating them is proving harder than we predicted. I must tread carefully now. Should Woodcutter know that the apparatus is functional, I would have no chance of stopping him. We must keep the work secret. I rarely venture from the house now. The device is too valuable to leave unguarded. Graham called again today. He knows I'm up to something. He tried his best to worm some details out of me, but his attempts at subterfuge were pretty feeble. The man is an incompetent scientist, but an even more incompetent liar. Josie volunteered vigorously to be the first test subject, and I readily agreed. It's not going to work the first time anyway. So Josie volunteered to be the first to test the invention. Looks like something fits here. The base reminds me of that weird device in the dining room. Yes, so the calibration thing. Okay, this part is done now. It's calibrated. The console is turned off. I need to turn it on somehow. Can't open the doors. There's a chain holding them shut. Right. Okay. Let's have a look on the shelves. Because there's a box. So can we get any closer to them? No, that's... Right, I've got to actually get in there to actually get this thing to work first before I can get out. Can I open the door yet? No. Let's go up the stairs. Another bit of paper with something on. Chapter 19 of the Crystal Cave. And it was... Where's the beginning of it? Profiles, musings, research documents, newspaper, where's the book gone? The Crystal Cave. Was it 19? Chapter 19. Nothing there. And it was brighter and brighter and brighter than the sun, but cold, so cold, cold, I could see my breath, and it was dark, and I heard her voice. It was the light, and her voice was the light and the cold, and she was talking to me, talking like my mother used to talk to me. or one sentence, and it was beautiful, the most beautiful voice I've ever heard, and I wanted to go there to be with her and feel her skin and see her eyes and be her eyes, but it was cold. I could see my breath, and there was an edge to her voice, sharp like like a knife. Her voice had another voice under it, and it was sharp, and I thought maybe that is her real voice, and her real voice was cold and so hesitated. And then I could feel the warmth, and there was warmth, and it was all over me, and I could feel it, and I opened my eyes and saw the warmth, and it was blood. Nice. Okay, what we got here? We got a cage that we can open. A page torn from a notebook. Mama. Respectful always, outrageous hats, simply wonderful, adores music, never angry, not forgotten, all alone. Rosanna. Josephine Turner, age 10. Why on earth would you put that in a cage? Is that something underneath it we can pick up? No, it isn't. Okay. Anything in the box? Empty. I can see the house from here. Where's woodcutter? It's also dark. So... Nope, nothing happened. It's turned off. I see this. Yeah, that's how it's calibrated. So this is the Lunar Dream apparatus. Where would the power switch be? How would you actually turn the damn thing on? A hacksaw blade is rusted and useless. So why is it giving me a hacksaw handle? Seems like the device is turned up. So we need to turn it on. I would have thought it would be in there, but I can't go anywhere near that. Anything happening in here? Put the mask on? No, nothing. So you keep saying, what's this over here? But put the mask back on. Anything on the ground? No. Ah, he stood up there now. So how the hell? So we can't use the hacksaw because we've only got a handle. No, I've got to actually do something in here. Oh shit. Got to do something in here that I... Yes, that's what they're working on. Why would somebody kill for it? I'm missing something. I think you just look at it, you can't do anything to it. I thought you'd have to get in there, but we do anything with this box? No. Chairs? No. There's a hand.
Graham Wellington wanted fame and glory. Josie Herrera wanted to find something precious. Cynthia Peckman wanted money. Bobby Sawyer wanted to be a writer. I wanted to get out of Kansas and start a real life. Now I just want to see my mother again.
Okay. So... Okay, so what do we do? Doors are chained up. Yes, I know. I'm trying to work out how to get them opened. I can't get out there. I can't get out there. So there must be something here that I'm just not seeing. Click on everything. That's it down there? No. No. Oh dear. Can't turn anything on. Can't. Completely stuck. Let's take a few minutes break and I'll see if I can look up, see if there's some sort of bug, see if there's anything I'm missing. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay. I'm clearly missing something. There is apparently a blade to the hacksaw, which would make sense, but not that I've seen it yet. Is that what this is in here? Aha! A sharp hacksaw blade. There we go. Right, nearly there. Just hadn't quite put two and two together. So we've now got a working hacksaw. So we can take the chain off this thing. Working hacksaw. Open the doors. Switch on. So powered up the console and calibrated it. Shut the doors again. Now what? Pull the big red lever, presumably. No. 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 So that's first. That one isn't next. That way. That did it, it's on. So it's now on. But now what do we do? So the console's now on. Something's coming in. Back down. No. Need to go down the tunnel, I think. Yeah. I'm about to die. Yes, here comes Woodcutter again. Yeah. Yes, I know I've died. I'm dead again. So it's now pitch dark. So we'll carry on. Where else do we hide? Hide. Yeah, let's get in the machine. Yes, that seems a good idea. Get in the machine that I've just turned on. Ooh. Oh god, he's activating it. So where the fuck am I now? So it's now snowing again. Now I've got to get out of this. No, don't go through the doors, obviously. Just keep going. Keep going. Long, long hallway. Whew. Never-ending hallway. Can't go through any of the doors because I'll stop in the wrong place to do so. So just keep going? Forever? Unless I've got something on me that I have to use. I've got nothing on me, so just all I can do is keep going. You always just go past the doors. You don't stop at the door. Can't even put the mask on. So all I can do is just keep going. Just get black behind us. Is there anything on the ground? Because this can't be right. Just keep going down this hallway, surely. Anything on the walls, ceilings, floor? No, nothing. Every time, the only thing you can do is keep going. Let's just have a look at something. Just see. Not what I wanted to be doing, looking up answers, but so that's just going into black, but if we... You can go back again. Ah! Clever. Very clever. Not what you expect. Ooh, hello. Chalkboard with all the various suspects and clay statue that matches the other one. Ah! God! I'm going crazy. My head hurts. I think I lost consciousness. Am I going? Where am I now? So, investigate Bullet's machine. Find a way out. Yes, that might be it's the only way out. I think if I can open the gate, if I can get the power working. Oh dear. So now in the dark, looking for some sort of power switch. Hoping that the batteries last on the torch. Final step of the distillery. Yet another blank piece of paper. Oh no, it's not paper. Not blank. Harris died today. The whole squad gone. The thing is, it should have been me. This is from Lowry. I was supposed to be on that sub. I asked Harris to... Oh, hang on. This is 1944. The thing is, it should have been me. I was supposed to be on that sub. I asked Harris to switch with me this morning, right as the crew was boarding. Told him I didn't feel well. I've never liked submarines. Harris was the only person I've ever really thought of as a friend. My associates in Chicago would stick a knife in my back without blinking an eye if they thought it would get them some dough. In fact, I'm sure that's what they intend to do the moment I step off this boat. Perhaps I should see Harris's passing as an opportunity. All of his things are here. His papers, his extra dog tags, the physics book he showed me. His passport is here. Everyone who knew us personally is at the bottom of the ocean. Maybe my dear friend Harris has provided me with a way out. So he wasn't Harris. He was Lowry the whole time. Okay. What's the newspaper? Washington, D.C. Today, President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed the Cullen-Harrison Act, or Beer Bill, into law. The law gives states the authority to legalize the sale of beer and wine containing 3.2% alcohol or less. For many, the act marks the first step towards dismantling the Volstead Act and ending prohibition. Supporters of the act argue that prohibition has led to a rise in organized crime. A lot of small-time bootleg operations just went out of business, said a local restaurant owner who asked that his name be withheld. Okay. An empty jug, which we can pick up for some reason. Looks like an old hand crank generator. The crank is missing. So where's the crank going to be? Oh, hang on. There's the crank. So, where was the... Yes, I know. So where was this? The batteries keep dropping. Large crank. Now let's see if we can get it going. Yes, we can. No fuel. That's why we've been given the jug. So where was the distillery? Can we just turn it on? So yeah, there's no electricity in here. We've got to actually... Is there any way of picking up anything out of here? The moonshine presumably could work as a fuel, so... There we go. There's some alcohol left in it, so use that on that. No. Like that. Jug is full of alcohol now, it smells like disinfectant. So we've now got a jug full of moonshine. Back to here. Where does the fuel go? Let's just see if there's anywhere where it can actually just be placed. Yes. Won't want to drink it, but I bet this old moonshine burns pretty well, so let's try again. So, that's all the power on. Will the gate now work? Ooh! restore power. Turn the power on. But I'm hanging upside down behind there. I'm free. Yes. Not much longer. It's a body and it's still warm. It's also me. He's dead. How to get out of here? Maybe I'm not. Maybe it's not me. It just... No, it's not me. It just looks like me. Up the stairs. Out. So, out into the grounds of the house. So, how do I get back in there to look at the basement freezer again? Oh, that's an interesting way of hiding it. So, how do we get in? Aha. Remove that. Somebody blocked the door with this board. Let's get that out. Now can we get in? Starting to understand, I just need to put the pieces together. The dead man in the underground room was... No. It must have been Graham Wellington. Wellington is dead. That means the man in the raincoat is somebody else. But who? The truth about Harris Bullard is he's an imposter. Seems like Bullard's entire life is a forgery. He went to a lot of trouble to cover his past. Why? The man we know as Harris Bullard is really James Lowry. James Lowry stole Harris Bullard's identity, but then where is the real Bullard now? I'm close now. Just a few more riddles to solve. Woo. What was that? Peering into there. Oh, hang on. Let's go and actually investigate the basement freezer, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing at the moment. Then we can worry about putting the clay figure back once we've had a look at this basement freezer. Yes, yes, I know. Who's in the freezer? There's going to be somebody or something in here. Oh no, I still can't get into it, can I? No. I've still got no way into this freezer. Right, back up the stairs we go. So to get back out into the main study is this way. Back through the bathroom. Into the study. Ooh. Person laid on the floor there. Let's head over here. So on here, once we get to it, where's that clay figurine? Weird statue. So that opens that up, which gives us a key. Looks like the kind used for a padlock, and there's also something else there. So there's the padlock key for the freezer. Dear Harris, I understand. I understand why you have not responded to my previous letters, why you have made every effort to avoid me, why you never wrote me during the war. I didn't want to admit it, but I'm tired of playing the fool. You found someone else. You don't love me anymore. I understand. I'm not even angry with you about it. You're a vile man. I thought you had died in the war, and yet here you are living without us in Chicago, pretending to be out when I knock on your door. I wanted to look into your eyes and ask you for the truth, but I don't need to any longer. You can rot in that little apartment of yours for all I care. What I did not understand is how you could do this to your own child, our child, the child you have never even met. The child I have raised for the last 5 years while you were doing God knows what in the Philippines. The child who has a father that came back from the war and won't even visit, won't even call. That you no longer want me, I understand. But for what you have done to our little one, I will never forgive you. Rosanna Turner. Josie's mother. So now we need to go back down to the basement, open the freezer. We're getting there. So there's presumably a different ending depending on who you decide killed him. So, in here. Okay, the lock's off. Now can we open it? This is the last place left to explore. Am I ready to move on? There's no turning back after this. Yes, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. How long have I been streaming? Nearly 3 hours. So, oh, it's cold in here. There's a hand.
Hypothermia. Kills in a matter of hours and leaves no mark. Bullard died in his freezer.
Yeah.
Or was it James Lowry? Now that I've gathered all the pieces, I just need to put them together.
So who killed him?
Scientist with a past, a dead colleague, an ex-wife down on her luck, a girl with no father, and a boy with no future, a snow woman, a full moon. Now I just need to get out of here alive.
That's going to be easier said than done, no doubt. Ah! God. Oh, not again. Can we go through the door? No, we can't go through the door. Are we back in this endless corridor again? Looks like it. Oh no, it's not an endless corridor. We've just got another door at the other end. So go through there into a very dark basement. Batteries are going. That way, yes. And a door. Right. Who killed Harris Bullard? That's a question of deciding, isn't it? So, did Josie Herrera discover the truth and kill him? Because he took her father's identity? What we saw had no real motive, I don't think. One of these opens the door. Oh god, one of these opens the door. Oh. Let's have a look. Can we get at the information? No, we can't get at all the information. I think it was Josie. Graham was blackmailing him, yes. But she didn't think he was his daughter. Oh god. No, she didn't think he was his father. What is this? Building's on fire. Why is the building on fire? Ooh. Yes. Everything's on fire. Look at the building. This is it. The exit. I'm saved. Are we out? Ending A. Ooh. Ending A achievement. That's it then? What do I do now? Oh, wait for it to fade.
I barely managed to escape as the house burned to the ground. All of Bullard's research, his equipment, and his secrets burned with it. The bodies of Josie Herrera and Graham Wellington were recovered from the debris. My story of blackmail, murder, and my narrow escape from a deranged killer made headlines. In January, I start at the Chicago Tribune. I never told them about James Lowry or that Josie's last name is really Turner. Those secrets are mine alone.
Well, that's a good little game. That's a really good little indie game. Not that difficult either. So we've got ending A, there's an ending S, ending B, C and D, obviously when you die. But that's it. That's it. That's a game you can play in just over, just under 3 hours, because I took a break halfway through. Yeah, that's been worth doing. I've enjoyed that. May have to then go and play through it again to get the other endings. Just to see what happens if you decide on the other people. But yeah, that's good. I've enjoyed that. Enjoyed streaming it too. Once the stream goes down, it will be uploaded to YouTube, as all my streams are, where people can watch it forever if they so wish. But that will be it. 3 hours down. It's nearly 5 to 4 in the morning here. Time to go to bed. And so I will go onto my ending screen and find somebody to host. My next scheduled stream is Wednesday morning at 1 AM. That's GMT. There may well be other times as well. I may try and find time to do some other things. Don't know quite what I'm going to go into on Wednesday, but we'll have a think and see what comes up. But until next time, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you at the next stream.